Hi SG family! So today I'm going to talk about how I came up with my current username on SuicideGirls. Now when I first joined up, and for a few years after that, I had a different name, and it's the name that I used for other modelling and for my YouTube channel. Earlier this year I decided to make a change just because that particular name sounded a little bit morbid in conjunction with suicide, Brumog, suicide. Yeah, yeah. Basically, I chose the name Rue Morgue initially because not only was my high school nickname Rue, but I really liked Edgar Allan Poe, his short stories, and in particular, The Murders in the Rue Morgue, which was one of the very first murder mysteries, preluded Sherlock Holmes. That's how important it was in literature. And yeah, it really resonated with me. The name Rue Morgue, there's a lot of mystery there, obviously. It just connotes something dark and eerie. I really liked it, especially because I was quite goth at the time. I'm still quite into horror and dark music and stuff like that, but for SuicideGirls I thought, you know, I need a change just to liven things up. It took me a while to think of what my new name would be. I went through loads of different choices. I thought, what about Wayward? I'm an Emily Autumn fan, and Wayward Girls is part of the name of an asylum where the main character in a book she wrote and also an album was incarcerated. But the Wayward Girls they're not just these crazy sad girls. That's how society sees them. They're brave and they're ambitious and they're different and they're unique. So Wayward, I thought that was really, really cool. But I don't know, it didn't feel right exactly. I don't know what it was. It was just one of the ideas I set aside. I tried to think of other names beginning with R first because I thought if I'm going to make a name transition, I want it to be close enough, at least in the first letter, that people don't completely get confused when I switch over. So eventually I landed on Raphaelite. And a lot of people were like, Raphaelite? That's a bit out of the blue. But for me, it really wasn't. Because it was a reference to the pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood, and I guess I should give you the slight lowdown on the pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood. I'm sure a lot of you know who they are, but if not, here we go. The pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood was a guild of students of the Victorian era. They were all at art school, and they had an issue with how they were being taught to do art. It was very formulaic, followed a standard, sort of everything was very samey, they felt. It didn't translate enough meaning in detail. There was lots of browns and dull landscapes, and they just didn't like it. The reason that the name of their brotherhood is pre-Raphaelite is because they wanted to go back to how art was before the painter Raphaelite's works became popular. They respected him as an artist. It's his followers and the formula that they created they didn't really vibe with. So they wanted to go back to when art was innovative and different and unique. So they got together, banded together, they put their ideas together again. They were of a very similar mindset. They wanted to bring vibrant detail back into art. They wanted to capture the British landscape in a whole new way, going against the rules. They started off doing a lot of religious paintings, which was extremely controversial at the time. The media was like, this is disgusting, how dare they paint Jesus, and stuff like that. Which I don't think they really understood because many of them were religious. Not all, but they saw something very human in religious texts and they wanted to represent that, and since that wasn't really done at the time, that was not acceptable. But eventually the pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood did become popular. Their works were used on Christmas cards, they became commercial. The 5-year span that the Brotherhood were together was incredible. There were ups and downs, but the thing that I was drawn to about them is one of their models, Lizzie Siddle. She was incredible. She was originally a milliner, but then she was spotted by one of the Brotherhood and she was brought in to become like their house model. There were other models that came and went, but she is the most famous, not just because she was the mistress of Rossetti or whatever people want to say about that, but because she was a really expressive model. She was unique, she had this beautiful red flowing hair, and her image with the red hair, I used to have black hair, you'll see in my old pictures, I dyed it, and here we go. I really fell in love with her, with the whole art movement, I just thought it was incredible. In fact, I'm so into the pre-Raphaelites that I went to an art gallery in Manchester and I picked these up. I will show you if the camera will focus. Will you focus? No? Yes? I don't know. But I picked these up and basically they're full of the works of the pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood, and my very favourite is this one. Can you see that? That's Ophelia. Now Ophelia, I really like Ophelia because I did Hamlet at college, so I really identify with her character, but also it's Lizzie. I love a bit of Lizzie, and there's something about this painting. I love the colours, I love the way her hair flows in the water. In fact, I have a tattoo on this arm, I don't know if you can see it might not focus. But that is a version of Ophelia. Oh my god, what am I doing? I have a tattoo of Ophelia on my arm basically that you can't see very well in this lighting setup, but it's there. You can check out my pictures, it's there. So yeah, I really like Ophelia. I love her as a character so much I had her tattooed on me. But rather than go with Ophelia Suicide, because I think there is an Ophelia already, I went with Raphaelite. And I know it's a bit of a mouthful, but I really love it and I think it's memorable and it's me basically, it's just me. I decided to go with the name of the movement just because it spoke to me so much. The way that they went against social norms and the norms of art, they broke that down and they created something new. That was brave, that was cool, and I really liked that. So my name is Raphaelite, that is me. I am really into that. I'm no art expert, no art critic, but pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood, I love them. I recommend checking them out. And yeah, it really speaks to me on a deep level. So that's the story of how I picked my new name. I hope that some of you found that interesting and it explained a few things, because I did have a lot of people asking why I changed. I like the change a lot. I feel like it fits me, and that's that. Thanks for listening. I hope that you enjoyed this little chat and I will be back very soon with a new video. Bye bye.